Okay. Started the recording, and we'll be doing a different sort of speaking today, right? So normally when we do speaking, it is IELTS speaking, CELPIP speaking, PTE speaking. So these are all questions that have a particular format. These are all questions that, follow a certain template at times, and we are used to doing those kind of questions. But today what we'll do, we will be doing questions that sort of encourage you all to think out of the box, that promotes creativity a little bit, because ये IELTS और एग्जाम रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स प्रैक्टिस कर करके कहीं ना कहीं आप लोगों को है ना थिंकिंग प्रोसेस लिमिट हो चुका है. आप लोग इतना डिपेंड हो चुके हो ना ऑन ટેમ્પલેટ્સ યા આટલું જ બોલવાનું છે કે આવું જ બોલવાનું છે, that you all forget to actually एक्सप्लोर विद द लैंग्वेज, प्ले अराउंड विद स्पीकिंग. मेरा स्पीकिंग कभी आप लोगों को रिस्ट्रिक्टिव लगा है, या आपको लगा है कि मैं कोई प्रॉपर एक गाइडलाइन फॉलो करके ही बोलती हूँ? इट्स नेवर लाइक दैट, राइट? यू नो द लैंग्वेज, यू आर कंफर्टेबल इन द लैंग्वेज, तो आप आराम से बोल सकते हो. सो वी विल बी प्रैक्टिसिंग अ different set of questions today, and I would like everybody to speak today, even the newer students, even the older students. And I would actually want you all to understand that today's session is about having fun with English. So I don't want any of you to feel nervous. I want you to stop thinking about the exam altogether for the next 20 minutes. Let me start with the first question that I have for all of you. These are all questions that will provoke a lot of thinking. मुझे पहले से पता है कुछ लोगों का जवाब होगा कि इसके बारे में तो मैंने लाइफ में कभी कुछ सोचा ही नहीं है, मेरे पास बोलने के लिए कुछ है नहीं. बट आज के सेशन का पहला रूल ही ये है कि आपको टॉपिक चाहे जितना भी उटपटांग लगे, या आपने इसके बारे में पहले कभी नहीं सोचा है, आपका चैलेंज ही ये है कि यू हैव टू टेक इट अप. ठीक है? सो विल स्टार्ट विद द वेरी फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. That itself is interesting, a little bit crazy also. क्वेश्चन ये है, और मैं चैट में भी डालूंगी. वुड यू रादर बी फेमस or completely anonymous? See, I've put the question in the chat box. आप इन दोनों एक्सट्रीम्स में से क्या प्रेफर करोगे? कि वुड यू रादर बी फेमस, आपको एकदम फेमस इंसान बनना है, वेर एवरीबडी नोज यू, पीपल नो यू, पीपल रिकग्नाइज यू, यू आर अ फेमस पर्सनालिटी, या वुड यू रादर बी कंप्लीटली अनोनिमस, कि कोई आपको जानता ही नहीं है, आपका कोई सोशल सर्कल नहीं है, आप आइसोलेटेड लाइफ जीते हो, आप अकेले अकेले जीते हो. दोनों एक्सट्रीम्स है, बीच का तो है ही नहीं. सो ये आपको सोचना है, सिलेक्ट करना है, एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स जस्टिफाई करना है which one do you prefer and also why. Make sense? And I'm going to allow you 2 minutes to think about it. At the end, I will pick two people. Jeu Avde, you must speak at that time. ठीक है? चलो, your time starts now. 2 minutes.
Ma'am, sorry, I missed it. Which kind of on which topic we are to speak?
I've put it in the chat box. See, it's there. You have it in front of you.
Got it, ma'am.
Yeah, so a topic that requires a little bit of thought. तो आप सोचो आराम से. Anonymity का meaning भी क्या है? So basically, somebody who's not known at all. Think about it. Give your answer. Okay, so it's a fun question. We don't want to give it too much thought. We want to start speaking. ये थोड़े से अलग टाइप के टॉपिक्स है, इसलिए मैं आपको एक हल्का सा एग्जाम्पल दे दूंगी, क्योंकि ऐसे टाइप के टॉपिक्स हमने किए भी नहीं है, राइट? सो फॉर्मेट पैटर्न, पहले इंट्रो देना है, 2 मिनट बोलना है, वो सब आपको भूल जाना है. वी आर डूइंग रेगुलर इंग्लिश कॉन्वर्जेशन, ठीक है? सो इफ दिस क्वेश्चन वेयर आस्क्ड टू मी, how would I go about it? Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of a sample. Given the choice between fame and anonymity, I think I would like to choose anonymity. I know that many people desire to be famous because with fame comes other things like a lot of wealth, a lot of love. But I also feel that when you're very, very famous, you're not able to enjoy a personal life. A lot of your personal relationships also might suffer as a result of that. You might, find yourself constantly pretending to be someone that you are not. And I, being an introvert, would definitely not enjoy that kind of attention on me. I'm somebody who likes spending time by myself. I'm somebody who doesn't like socializing a lot. And of course, when you're famous, it also warrants a lot of social responsibility. It warrants having to meet a lot of people, to keep up with appearances, things that I'm not at all good at. For me, anonymity seems blissful. It means that I can go about being whoever I want to be. I will be able to enjoy my personal space. I will be able to enjoy doing the things that I like doing without any judgment or constant scrutiny. And basically, I think that would be much, much better for my overall health, mental and emotional health as well. So I would choose to remain completely anonymous. That's my choice. Everybody doesn't have to have the same answer. You could choose to be famous, you could choose to be famous and wealthy, you could choose to be somebody who has a lot of fans. That's your choice, and you can answer when it is your turn. And let's have Hariom answer this question first. Hariom, you can take a deep breath, you can relax, you can tell yourself that you will not overthink this topic, you will just enjoy this topic, and once you're ready, you can start speaking.
Sure, ma'am. Actually, there's nothing to prepare about it, so I didn't prepare anything. But I
Neither
would
did I,
just,
neither did I. It comes
yeah.
from
So
inside, what you really
yeah,
like.
it's just like a discussion, right? So, um, as as currently I'm already anonymous for many people, I would like to try the other side of it, which is being famous. Uh, because uh, because of some renowned personalities, uh, I would like to be one of them. uh, uh, to begin with, it always comes with wealth, like because a person who has more following, like on social media, or like such as on YouTube or anywhere else, like they create income by their, like by the viewership, and also some other factors as well. Apart from that also, like wherever that renowned personality go, like people always chase them, and it is a great feeling to be loved by unknowns, by strangers. And yeah, I would definitely like to try the other side, um which is being famous. Yeah.
You did a good job. Satisfied. I'm satisfied with how quickly you were able to talk about it. You had the content. No complaints at all as of now. Okay. So we'll move on to the next one. We'll see. Again, this question, Kaushal, would you want to try? Yeah? Okay.
So I would like to tell that as I am right now anonymous person, and I would like to be an anonymous and normal common person. There are because I believe that if I'm become a normal person, then I could enjoy my own life without any interference of any public or any personalities. So being a normal person have some drawbacks too. Like I cannot enjoy the like fan following and to be something in the world. That's something I can miss. But however, I would also point out that. There is some drawbacks of having a well-known persons. If I would like to enjoy on any restaurant or going some out with my family or friends, at that time I might hesitate to doing something. As well as if I want to speak on a public, then I would like to use a particular kind of words while communicating with anyone's, because if I use or mispronounce something, then it might be something that becomes a headline in on publics, right? For example, celebrities, if celebrities cannot enjoy outside as they want, they cannot go on a street and enjoy the street food because the paparazzi, they are following them and they usually catches their moments, their private moments, so they cannot enjoy their life as I can, as a common man I can do. So that's why I prefer to be a common man instead of being a well-known person.
Again, very nice. I don't know. I'm happy to see that you guys are so comfortable with this topic. Normally, even in exam related topics, there's so much hesitation. You guys get stuck in between, but you maintained a very good flow. You had all your content ready. There was no part where, you stopped or you got confused. There were no pauses. I don't know, maybe you've thought about these kind of things. Maybe this was an easy one for you. But let's move on to another one, which is actually a lot of fun. This second topic, everybody try if you want to try it. Me personally, I love this topic that I've thought of. Okay. So, our second topic for today is I want you all to describe a modern habit. I'll write it down here, I'll write in the chat box. Describe a modern habit that you find most annoying? I know at the first glance the topic doesn't make sense to you, but let me give you a couple of examples. Okay? A couple of examples would be filming everything for the gram, for Instagram, for social media. Another habit, there are people who cannot start eating unless they have photographed their food, right? Taking photos of their food prior to eating. It could also be excessive use of emojis. You see a lot of younger people, their chats, you don't understand what they're saying because everything is in emojis. One habit that I am guilty of, rather than typing, sending a lot of voice notes. Many people nowadays on WhatsApp, they just want to send voice notes. I personally don't find this habit annoying, but many people might find it annoying. It's very much possible. So I'm talking about these kind of habits. मैं तो फिर भी थोड़ी सी outdated हूँ. I think you all will have better idea compared to me अगर आप Instagram वगैरह पे चीजें देखते हो. So the most annoying modern habit according to you, and everybody weigh in on this topic. मजा आएगा. Think about it. Take a minute or two. Till then, I'll try to think of more such topics. I'm giving you ideas if you want to pick any of these, okay? There are some people who watch videos very loudly in public without using earphones and disturb everyone around them, or talk very loudly on their mobile phones. That's one I find very online. ये तो मैंने जो बोल दिया, posting every moment on Instagram or whatever. That One more thing would be you go to a beautiful tourist destination, and rather than enjoying the destination, you're busy clicking photos of the place. That
Yep.
also people do. You can give more ideas if you have. Then some people have a habit of sending short, many messages on WhatsApp rather than one message. Yeah, next. Okay, I will be coming. Fine, meeting at like short messages rather than one. Now I'm out of ideas. You can think. Okay, Nilay, you want to start this one? Your sarcasm will be useful in answering this question. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
You heard the question, right?
Yeah, I heard the question, but as
Okay.
you have already given the like
You
answer,
can,
I'm
I've
not
only
getting.
given, no, but you can repeat one
Yeah.
of those because I've only said the habit, right? I've not gone into detail why it annoys me. I've not gone into all of that. If I start speaking about that, I'll continue speaking for hours
Okay.
together, right? So you can choose any one of these habits. Another thing,
Yeah,
because you joined a
I
little
got
later.
something in my mind.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
go
got
ahead.
something in my
Yeah, go
mind.
ahead,
I'm
go ahead.
going to speak on it.
Okay, no timer
Yeah.
today, and you don't have to worry about the exam template. Okay, just talk, have fun with it.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah. So in uh, recent days, it has been noticed that like since the AI has came to the picture since 2023, people are using a AI often for the messaging email and as well as presenting any kind of the presentation during the meetings, be it in a corporate or college or as a school student. Like for me, the most annoying part is the over explanation because AI every time it describes any topic uh, uh, in a detail, and it will repeat the one point in a different way throughout the
Hmm.
paragraph or throughout the prompt. So people are just copying those things and they are not even reading uh, like promptly, and they are just representing to the audience. So that has been very annoying for me, like since like AI is become not famous, but uh, we can say I don't know what word we should use over here, but
Hmm.
since AI has become famous, or what we can use here.
AI
Mm.
has become commonplace. It's become very
Oh, okay.
rampant.
Since it has become commonplace for the people. Apart from this, what I have noticed, even in the daily stand-up, people even like if anybody is asking any question, even let's for example, even the manager is asking you any question, people will quickly prompt that question and just reading the question, and you can simply realize that they are just copying the answer from the AI. So
Right.
it is annoying. Yeah, it is very annoying because it doesn't sound real, or it doesn't sound uh, uh, you cannot get that human touch over there from the AI response. So that is what I feel. uh,
Definitely. And I'm
yeah.
with you in the same boat. Sometimes when we read posts on LinkedIn or even on social media when we are reading stories. Basically, I do read a couple of stories also, and you can so easily recognize that this is a story that has been written by AI. Like you mentioned, there's a lot of repetition, the same concept, the same sentence, the same idea. They'll keep on repeating it again and again and again and again, just using different words. And a story that could have been completed in what, 200 words, now they are writing 500 words for it, which was not even necessary because the story is over a long time back, right? So I do feel that's really annoying about AI written content. वो मुझे भी feel होता है. Unnecessary repetition, redundant words are being used again and again. So very good idea that you came up with. Let's hear somebody else also. Meet the most annoying modern habit according to you. But again, Nilay, good job. Very good job.
Thank you.
So I feel the most annoying habit is like using your smartphone social uh, all the time. Like as soon as you wake up, first thing you do in the morning is check your phone. Like you check messages, WhatsApp, whether the emails. And I think since like maybe 10, 15 years, like it just affects your mental health, your
Mm-hmm.
and it hinders your cognitive skills, and most importantly it also affects your physical health as well, because you have a device which keeps you engaged throughout your day.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a survey about the screen time has increased rapidly. Like people have there's the limit of their screen time is I think they are using 8 or 10 hours a day just
Okay.
on this device, mobile phone. So I think I'm not sure it is like it is a good thing, like you have a powerful technology, or it is just deteriorating human life.
Okay. But you find it annoying, right? Okay. Yeah, so definitely a lot of detrimental impacts of excessive usage of, social media is there. Many of us have gotten into the habit of reaching for our phone the moment we wake up in the morning, The moment we wake up, I'm pretty sure that our mobile is the first thing that all of us reach out for. And even if nothing, we just unlock our screen to check, do we have anything? Do we have a message? If you use WhatsApp, do we have anything on WhatsApp? Maybe not everybody will log into social media first thing when they wake up, but I'm sure most of us will at least log in to see if we have any important communication or notification. So that is there. And even I do that myself as well. And I do not think that's the ideal way to wake up and start the day either. But how many of you are guilty of doing the same thing? You can give us a little thumbs up here. Anybody else? See, I'm the first one who's giving a thumbs up. Hariom too, okay. Almost all of us. ठीक है. Let's try one more person for this topic. Kaushal, you've been smiling a lot as soon as I started asking this topic. Do you have an annoying modern habit that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, I have something interesting, might be interesting for
Great,
everyone, I
great,
guess.
great, great.
So I would like to point out, like, I would like to tell one modern habit that I have seen, like, from uh, many years, not many years, but maybe
Since
1 or 2
since many
years.
years, since 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, since 1 or 2 years, like the modern parents, they are posting their kids' result. Even they are in the
Ooh.
primary schools, the modern parents are posting their results on WhatsApp status that I have came across many times. Like from few of my relatives, they are posting their kids' result. That something might be annoying because earlier when we were studying at that time, there was not a scope of using social media or anything, and even like our my parents, they hardly know about this social media and all. So that's something I can say, that posting a result and posting something on like social media, it's like become a trending. And even Like recently, I came across with one of my relatives' status in that the his kids have a haircut, and they posted like haircut of my kids as a status.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something like I find interesting as well as something I maybe annoying too.
Okay. Again, very nice. I agree. I actually agree. Many parents, not all parents, of course, many parents are sort of
Yeah, likewise.
documenting everything that their kids do. I have seen a couple of my friends when they've had children, like small, young infants, okay, little babies, but they're making a separate Instagram account for them also, right?
Yes.
And then over there, they are posting all of their updates from, maybe the baby started walking, some photo shoots, festivals. I am actually more concerned about the safety repercussions this might or might not have on kids. And then also, supposedly, a kid grows up and then that kid decides that he doesn't want too much of a digital footprint. It's already too late for them. I mean, by the time they're 15, 16, or whatever, and they want to decide how much of their life they want on social media, by that time, that decision has already been made for them. Their parents have already shared as much as they deemed appropriate. So the decision was kind of taken out of their hands at a very early age. And that I feel is an infringement upon their privacy even though they were kids at that time. So मुझे वो borderline disrespectful लगता है, but that's just my personal opinion. I would probably never do that. ठीक है, but he came up with a nice one, very nice one. Girls, would you like to try the same topic? Dhwani, Aisha, or should we move on to the next topic? Bolo, Aisha.
Yes, I can try.
You can try. You have a habit that you can think
Uh,
of.
yes, I have a habit like a social media scrolling,
Go
as
on.
a like a Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. So each and every social media have a reels content. That real content impact your mind in decision, uh, and it's create so much chaos in your life. Whenever you Instagram and all the algorithm are set by AI. If you are one side reel like after that each and everything content are like sad reels. So it's totally create on your mindset is like depressing. So that kind of things make
Hmm.
human mental health so much impact the mental health so much.
Okay.
After that, the in terms of children scenario, uh, they are using social media for just for the fun and enjoying that things, but
Hmm.
it's create so much harmful in his study as
Hmm.
well.
Okay. Okay, so I think all of the points that you said, then also social media keeps us very distracted. Even when we are talking to someone, on the side, we are also scrolling something, so our entire attention is not there. Then nowadays, reels are very short, just a couple of seconds, right? So I think our ability to focus has also decreased a lot. Like if I give you a long video to watch, you'll probably stop the video midway and you'll not watch it. But if it's a short reel of a couple of seconds, so we are used to consuming shorter content now. Short form is much, much more common. So I think, habits like reading books, habits that require a lot of patience, that is being impacted negatively because of how social media is conditioning our brain. That's one point. But all of you came up with different answers for this topic. So, very nice that, no repetitions also. Let's also try this topic with Dhwani if you're here. And if at all possible for you to have your camera on so we can, I insist during speaking because it kind of allows me to see your facial expressions, things like that. Bolo Dhwani.
Yes, ma'am, but I
Hmm.
think the most of the I am thinking that everyone was speaking
Okay, so
already.
they've covered all the topics.
Yeah, most of like
Okay. No problem. We'll move on. We have a lot of topics today. I have a lot of topics. Let me find another interesting one. Most of them are super interesting. So let's go on and find another one. Give me a moment, okay?
Ma'am,
Yes.
uh, I'm still in the class, and because I just came at home, and
Okay.
I just want your permission to take can I will be in the class while
You want
attending
to
something.
stay in the class, but you want to stay on mute
Yes.
and not talk, right?
Yeah. Maybe if I will have time, then definitely I want to speak on some of the topics,
Okay.
so it will help me for my speaking practice.
Of course. So whenever you think you are able to multitask or, participate here, drop a message in the chat box and I'll call upon you, right? ठीक है?
Sorry. Sure, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Chalo, next topic. Let me just choose which one. We'll be done with this activity in 10 odd minutes and then, we'll go ahead and start with our reading module. Let's see, I need someone interesting to answer this. आज हमारे सारे interesting लोग एक तो absent है. Not that you all are not, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. That's not what I mean. If you were able to read other people's thoughts, again in the chat box, if you were able to read other people's thoughts, दूसरे लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं, what they are thinking, I might be saying, oh Dhwani, you look so pretty today, and in my mind I might be thinking, कैसी लग रही है, right? Just an example. So if you were able to read other people's actual honest thoughts, what would life be like? एक तो ये है, and second, is this a blessing or a curse? Is this a blessing or a curse? Now, to be very honest, there are many situations where I think it can be a blessing, and there are many situations where I think it can be a curse also. It's very much possible that sometimes our loved ones think negatively about us in a moment of anger, impatience. But then imagine if I'm a lawyer and I can think about what, what others are thinking. If I'm in a job that requires me to know other people's thoughts, what if I'm a chess player and I'm able to think what my opponent is thinking. So just एकदम rough example दिया है, बाकी का आप लोग को ही सोचना है. Nilay would love your opinions. Kaushal come up with something interesting. Me, Thariom, both of you have the capacity to come up with something interesting. And the girls, of course, always. Last topic है, सब बोलेंगे. We'll wrap it up and move on to reading. ये वाला topic everybody will speak, ठीक है? आई एम गिविंग यू 2 minutes टू प्रिपेयर. आप अपने नोटबुक में रफ नोट्स बना लो. Okay, so I think we should be ready to go. Volunteer karo, who wants to speak first? Who is most prepared? Krupesh, at this moment, are you able to speak or not? Okay, moving on, Nilay, you want to take a shot?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Okay, I'll just read the question first. If you are
Yeah.
able to read the other people's thought, what life would be like, and is this a blessing or curse?
Okay, any possibility
So
we get to see you or are you relaxed today?
no, I'm relaxed, relaxed. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
turn on my camera. Actually, I
Thanks.
turned off my camera
It's okay. It's
due to
okay.
some reason. Yeah, but then I
No
forgot to
problem.
turn on. Yeah.
Chalo.
Okay. So if if I'm able to read the other people's thought, like from my opinion,
In
it
my
is
opinion,
something
sorry,
in
huh?
my opinion,
From क्या हुआ है
in
ने? तो from my
yeah.
perspective.
Okay, from my perspective, it is something to having a god power in our hands. Because to handle like such power is very difficult, because we are a human, and when we see somebody, we have a like human tendency to judge somebody from their actions. So uh, depending on the situation, if the person that is front of me and I'm reading his thoughts, it could be either lead to negative perspective or positive perspective for me, and it can create an image for that person in my mind, which certainly can be just for that situation, but logically that is not the true, and it can lead to some wrong habits in a long run, just to to being being a judgmental and
Hmm.
every time prejudice something,
Very good.
because based on the like surrounding, that person can have a different emotion for me, and his emotion can have different flaws, and I might get wrong perspective for that person by having such like by reading the thoughts. And every person will have their innate nature, and I'll be able to know those flaws,
Hmm.
and that is something like we are looking somebody's privacy as well. So
Correct.
yeah, so in my opinion, that is the wrong. And uh, moreover, let's say if that particular person is having, let's say, due to some situation, that person is going through a bad phase and
Mm-hmm.
he's not having a good uh, not good thoughts, but okay, good thoughts
Yeah,
about
might
me.
might be
Good,
having destructive thoughts also.
yeah, destructive thoughts about me. But based on that context, uh, it is possible that I am judging that person in a wrong
Hmm.
way, and in future there are higher chances that I'm going to take that person not seriously, or
Hmm.
maybe I'm going to neglect that person, but
Hmm.
which is not really true, and it can lead to many mental health disorders.
Hmm.
It can increase your anxiety, as well
Hmm.
as it can increase your expectation from other people. So in a nutshell, for, I would say it is more curse rather than
Hmm.
any blessings.
Very nice. Almost aligned with everything I think about this topic. If I were in
Yeah.
your place, I would just add one thing. I wish I had the ability to switch on and switch off this power as and when required.
Okay.
Like, I would not want to constantly be hearing other people's thoughts because I think it would drive me crazy. It would drive anybody crazy, right? But in
Yeah.
dire situations, I think it could be very, very helpful. It can prevent you from getting cheated on. It can, protect you from various kinds of frauds. It could help you gain victory over your enemies. It Possible. But then I like one point that you said, that it is an infringement upon somebody else's privacy. I mean, imagine if I'm sitting here and somebody is able to read my thoughts. I would not like that at all. It's almost like I'm being exposed, right? Nobody would want
Yeah.
that. It would be very uncomfortable. So I like that point. ठीक है, so Nilay is done. Nilay has spoken well. You used a couple of good words in there. याद नहीं आ रहा है कौन सा, but I heard
I
two.
just showed in it, and I was not. I tried to find one word for judgment. I guess we also have
You said
many times we have you.
prejudice.
Yeah, prejudice. I
You
use,
used
but
one
even for
more.
judgment, innate flaws and nature.
Maybe. It's okay. We'll go through the
Yeah,
recording, but थे.
yeah, sure.
ठीक है. Same topic. Moving on. कौशल. चलो. अच्छे से, आराम से, proper speed में, without overthinking, without rushing, and enjoying it as usual, right? Go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. So if I were able to read other people's thoughts, then it has some merits as well as some demerits of having this worship. Like for example, if I can read someone's thoughts, then I might be able to understand that person. That like sometimes it might be advantageous for me to knowing their thoughts. For example, like I might understand if I'm throwing one example of my working professional life.
Hmm.
If my manager is appraising my task, but behind the scene in his mind, he's thinking about something different. And mainly if particularly I'm talking about the during the appraisal time, when we were expecting some appraisal, at that time they were pointing out that there is some finance issue, and due to that this year we will give only certain percentage amount of appraisal. So but if I were able to understand their thoughts, then I might know that the main reason behind why they are doing like that, right? So I think that at that time that might be a blessing for me. Other than that, uh, if uh, if I'm talking about a curse side, then I might be like to point out that uh, I might lose many precious relationships too, because the people have a different thoughts, and sometimes some people are relying for betterment of our like for betterment of ourselves, right?
Yep,
So
for our
when
betterment, for
people
our betterment.
for betterment, yes. So if sometimes I will know that they are lying, and it might be dangerous for me at that
Hmm.
time. So I think that having not this kind of ability
Superpower. Yeah.
is, yeah, yes, superpower is something like sorry, I exactly don't get.
So not
So
having
yeah,
this
that's
सुपर पावर, ये पावर न होना, इनफैक्ट वो एक बून है, BOON, वरदान. कर्स का
yes,
ऑपोजिट
yeah,
होता है, ये मैं लिख देती हूँ, CURSE, कर्स इज श्राप, एंड उसका ऑपोजिट वरदान, जिसको आप बून या तो
boon,
ब्लेसिंग बोल सकते हो, राइट? सो नॉट हैविंग दिस
yes,
एबिलिटी और नॉट हैविंग दिस सुपर पावर, दैट इज द एक्चुal boon or blessing rather than having it. But yep, good you
yes,
stressed upon relationships, how it can hamper relationships. That's a good point.
yeah,
And yeah, the more you talk about it, it's starting to sound like a very dangerous superpower also. There's actually a Hollywood movie that I'm not recollecting the name of right now. You all can Google, you can search. There's a movie in which there's a the main protagonist, the lady, the actress in the movie, she develops the ability to hear the thoughts of all men, specifically men. and she works in a corporate. She has a very good career. She works in a high position, and suddenly she's able to start hearing the thoughts of men around her, only exclusively men, not women. And it's actually a comedy. It's hilarious, but I don't know, try and find that movie. I think it's there on Netflix somewhere, but very interesting to watch though. It does show how this ability even causes problems for her. ठीक है, so two people are done. हरिओम आप ले लो, उसके बाद मीत,
Uh,
ध्वनि एंड आयशा.
Hmm.
Yep.
It was Lucy,
yes,
ma'am, the name of the movie.
What was it?
Lucy, Lucy.
लूसी इज साईफाई ना, लूसी तो थोड़ा साईफाई वाला है. दिस इज
Hmm.
अ कॉमेडी. वेट वेट वेट, आई गिव इट टू यू नाउ. तब तक हरिओम आप रेडी रहो, चलो.
What men want?
व्हाट मैन वॉन, आई थिंक. हाँ, आई जस्ट
Yeah.
कंफर्म इट दो. ऐसा हिंदी में भी कोई रीमेक बना है? क्योंकि मैं
गुजराती में भी है,
है
yes.
फक्त
Uh,
महिलाओं માટે.
ऐसा. हाँ, ये तो व्हाट मैन वांट है. हिंदी में कुछ है ना, क्योंकि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलता, समथिंग लाइक दैट, आई डोंट नो. वो पुरानी होगी. व्हाट मैन वांट नेटफ्लिक्स पे है, देखो. अच्छा, दिस इज अ लिटिल डिफरेंट. ये दैट आई हिंदी मूवी दैट आई सेड, उसमें वो झूठ नहीं बोल पाता है, वो हो जाता है. हाँ, बट व्हाट मैन वांट देखो आप. ठीक है, मजा आएगा. ओके, सो लेट्स हैव द नेक्स्ट पर्सन स्पीक. हरिओम, योर टर्न.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I was waiting for my turn because I was also about to tell you about like that Gujarati movie.
Oh.
Yeah, so let me start with the questions here. Yeah. Yeah, so like
You
hello.
want some time? You're okay?
No, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, so firstly, like it will act as a blessing for me. If I am a business owner, or if I am like in a professional career, then it would be highly beneficial for me because I can read the mind of the partners or of my clients, or like whether they are um, putting me in dilemma or whether they are trying to use of me for their betterment, or it can be um, or like it will be also financially beneficial for me, like whether if that person is going to take the deal with me or not. um, so in that aspect it is very beneficial, but like on the other hand, as Nilay bhai mentioned, uh, it will be like I will be very judgmental about the person, and sometimes what happens is that like the person who we love the most, sometimes they like due to some circumstances, sometimes they might not they might talk behind our back or
Yeah, they
whatever.
might simply be
But
angry or upset at us, right?
yes, but if we know that they are thinking about us in their mind, then we will do so much overthink, and it will lead to our like our mental health being deteriorated. So so sometimes I also think that it is good to not be um to not know that a person is thinking about like about us in whatever ways. Yeah, and there is a Gujarati movie named Fakt Mahilao Mate, which also very much resonates with my thoughts. So I will just tell you in summary, like a person like the hero, the actor, he has an ability to read women's mind, and he was a business owner, like he was a salesman in a clothing store, and like there were there were many like there were women coming to his store, and he was selling like sari. So yeah, it is very much comedy, and like uh, while the movie starts, it is he thinks that it is beneficial for him, and he will like it will be so much fun to know like the people who are coming to his store, whether they're gonna buy it or not. And sometimes he just ignores that person if he is just wasting his time. But eventually it turns out that he is very much uh, like exhausted, and he is very much I'm uh, yeah, he is very much like drained,
Very
and then
good.
at the end he prays that my disability should like needs to be gone as soon as possible, so
Okay.
that he can live a life as a normal person.
Very interesting. I'll take one thing from your entire speaking. Loads of benefits, agreed, especially in the professional area. Tons and tons of benefits. Yes, yes, and yes. But in personal, intimate relationships, it can be an absolutely terrible thing. In fact, it can lead to a lot of manipulation. So definitely not fair on the other person in the equation. Okay, moving on. Aisha, your take on this topic, and then Meet, your take, and then Dhwani, your take, and then a 5 minute break, after which we move on to the reading module. Chalo.
In that scenario, when you are able to read the some other another person thoughts or mind, there are two possibilities are there. There are some good things and bad things. Both are simultaneously equally for these things. When the things across the professionalism, the things beneficiary for us, but the one thing across the personal relationships, like in terms of family, that things are create the grudges with our family members. So that's the reason its impact on our family relationship and friendship. So yes, these are the good beneficiary, and there are some disadvantages as well.
Okay, no problem. First speaking, don't have to speak for very long. है ना, पहली बार कर रहे हो फिर भी अच्छा कर रहे हो. So it's okay. Going forth, of course, I'll correct you. There'll be a lot of guidelines I'll give you. गलतियां हुई है, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं हुई है. But it's your first proper speaking session. आज खाली आप बोलो, खुलो. That's more than enough, ठीक है? So whatever content you spoke, not bad. चलो, Meet, your turn.
So what I think, if God decides for some people, they give the ability to interpret others' minds. They can read the thoughts of people. That will be more wiser. Suppose if a jury knows he can understand the thoughts of other people, then all the cases will not last that long, because he knows the person is faking, whether he's faking or not, whether he's telling the truth or not. And I was remembering about that famous series Sherlock Holmes. Like, for his kind of profession, this is like really beneficial, because it can help detect any criminal activity, or maybe the other person other person's thoughts. But on the flip side, like everyone mentioned, it can hinder your personal relationships. And the third thing I was, if you are prime minister of a country and you can understand everyone's thoughts, then might be you can make a better decision overall. Like in our case, if Mr. Modi can understand thoughts of Pakistan, then it will be beneficial for our country. So I think if God decide to give this superpower to smart individuals, then it will be better.
Okay, so you believe the ability should be granted only to certain people, right? Otherwise, in that case, the criminal can also think what, can also guess what Sherlock Holmes is thinking. Pakistan can also learn what India is thinking. Vice versa bhi to ho sakta hai, right? So I'm glad you saved the answer in the end by mentioning that it should be granted to certain people and not to all people. That's your take on it. Fair enough. Chalo, last person for today. Dhwani, your turn.
Yes, ma'am. I think if the people were able to read each other's thoughts, would would become very different
Hmm.
life. Means it's blessing because the person would understand each other better, and there would be less cheating or misunderstanding problems are creating. But in other side, everyone has their private thoughts that they do not want to share, or something people think things out of anger, stress, or
Hmm.
fear of without truly meaning of that, not having a truly meaning of that.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. Without really
it
understanding, sometimes we think about things, right?
in,
In
in
anger. Hmm.
anger or in something.
Hmm.
Uh, it could also create arguments, hurts the each other's feelings. Then loss of privacy is also created. Um, then people might also feel uncomfortable knowing that the other people always see what they are thinking.
Very good.
Um, yeah. So I think the reading minds is a curse.
Okay.
It remove personal privacy. It makes a relationship more complicated.
Very nice. Lovely, lovely. ध्वनि आपका तो literally ये पहला speaking session है. So brilliantly done. Very
Mm.
nice. Just wanted to comment. Very nice background. You seem to have a very pretty house. This is a
Oh,
new house that you've shifted into. It's a newly constructed
no, it's my
house.
house. No,
You're at your mother's place.
yes.
Okay. All right. So we
Mm.
are done with today's speaking session. Okay. Everybody can take a breath now. You can all get up, get a glass of water. अभी रीडिंग वाले पार्ट में रिकॉर्डिंग भी बंद कर दूंगी, कैमरा भी बंद रखोगे तो चलेगा. बट प्लीज अपने डेस्क पे बैठना लैपटॉप के साथ, फ्रेश होके आओ, मुंह धो के आओ, बिकॉज रीडिंग विल रिक्वायर renewed focus and attention, right? We'll not do the full 1 hour reading, बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा, but I want to try and target 1 to 2 reading passages, at least one or two. ठीक है, एक तो अच्छे से करेंगे ही करेंगे. So let me stop the recording here. Good participation everyone today. Had fun.
Me